And the stolen generation, and today,
Yeah.
I mean, this week is Reconciliation Week as well.
Oh wow. What does that mean?
That means trying to
Bridge the gap.
bridge the gap between our cultures and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Indigenous people going out and
Yeah.
sharing our culture and stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. But
So, like, because I've done a bit of like shamanic and that type of world, and I noticed that the Aboriginals, you guys had your own culture, shamanic culture, healing culture too. Are you guys?
healing stuff. Well, we're very spiritual, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like we might blend a bit of our culture with a lot of other cultures too, and natural medicines we're sort of into.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Is there things that you've taken from your ancestors that only you guys know? Like,
Yeah, well, I'm a basket weaver, so
cool.
I've learnt that. But then the story came afterwards of my nana being a teacher as well of
beautiful.
basket weaving. So
yeah.
it's sort of something that spiritually connects. And she lives up in Echuca, so she's just come down.
Wow. Yeah.
From the river, so she has a lot more stories of
Along the river.
and been out getting old man weed and stuff, which was for medicine.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
So, and lots of things on country, so she's a bit of an artist herself, aren't you, Auntie?
So you guys are related?
Yeah, so
Auntie.
I'm her niece. Yeah.
Oh wow. So it would have been your parents' generation or your grandparents that
Your mama.
My mum lived on the river, on the banks of the river, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, she sort of after her mum passed, she sort of moved into the city and lived with a non-Indigenous auntie and was raised in Ballarat. So
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
live in Ballarat myself, but
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, and that's sort of the separation from connection of culture and
Oh, so your mum was the generation taken from was just
because her mum passed away, she ended up living with a non-Indigenous auntie.
Yeah.
But so she wasn't really the stolen gen.
Okay. That's like later.
It
down the
happened in that generation.
Oh, you see, it happened in that generation.
Yeah, even
oh
up
wow.
to they reckoned it was stopped in 1971, but people still my age were getting taken too.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So it's still happening at that time. That's not long.
Yeah, and
That's not
like
long
even
ago.
today, it's a bit of a, a lot of our kids still get taken as well.
Really?
Yeah, just with the organisations and the divide of
Yeah.
instead of going and helping the family, work through things, they just seem to take the kids off them, and then the kids are lost in a system all their life.
And the system is like, I feel like it's created to keep you inside a certain box. Even your thinking.
Yeah.
They try to use science for everything and try to like explain everything in their way.
Yeah.
Where like there should be a school or
outside of the box, like the Steiner schools they have Steiner schools that do go out the bush and do
beautiful
more hands-on stuff and really learn, teach the kids properly, not sitting down in the classroom and listening. And we all get bored of that, and that's where I think half of us figured out we got ADHD. We weren't listening.
I think it's more like your soul knows that this isn't it.
It's not right for us.
There's something wrong.
And then trying to live in both worlds.
Yeah.
Our Indigenous side has got to incorporate into our white world as well. Trying to blend that.
I learned from because I started doing a bit of hunting and stuff. Getting out in the bush, getting my own food. I've realized that they've grown us up as men that can't provide for our families or ourselves. We have to be in their system to get their food from Woolies and all that was just probably not good food at all. Through a machine.
And fake food.
And you could taste it. And I'm like, I'm tasting this like deer. And I have to go carry it, and you have to butcher it, and you have to go through like all these emotional things. And as a man, I could feel like, it's in there. But I felt like a bit of a boy getting into it.
Yeah.
Because
you had to start from scratch as an adult.
Yeah, I mean, they they put it there for you. It's packaged already.
Yeah,
so you don't look at it in the eye.
Yeah.
You know, and out there, you have to look at the animal, you respect, and you have to feel it.
That's right.
And now you're eating it, it's like it's not the same.
Not the same respect.
Yeah.
I mean, you only would take what you needed as well.
Exactly.
You know? And sharing was a big thing
I mean,
in our culture.
I'm guessing they did that here too, like what they did to the Native Americans with the bison and all that. They had mountains full of just taking all of it, just greed, you know.
Well, here they took the possum skin cloaks off the Aboriginal people and gave them warm blankets, and then they died from the common flus. And,
oh my goodness! Yeah.
And even sewing smallpox on the possum skin, you know, on their blankets as well.
Jeez.
So they were wiping out the population pretty fast.
Yeah.
Like in 20 years, I think we just read there were 1,200 people, Indigenous people, living here, and then 20 years later there was 180. So.
Oh my goodness.
So that's how much.
Wait.
The Indigenous people got wiped out from Melbourne.
Really?
Yeah.
180.
180. Yeah.
That's.
And then they pushed the mob off onto missions and set them up outside of town, that they never came into the city as well.
Yeah. And the whole Christianity religious, they really tried to.
Oh yeah, the missionaries teaching that Christian Catholic sort of way.
When it's like now you lost your connection to actual divine.
Yeah.
To actual.
And that's where we've got to create it ourselves now. You know, and
it's
go
sad.
deep within, because everything's within us, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you guys are, I feel like, at the forefront of the fight. You know?
Yeah, we're sick and tired. We're sick and tired. We're still here today, and we'll always be proud of who we are and where we've come from as well. And the stories that come from our part of country. We may not know a lot about Central Australia and Northern Territory and Queensland, Western Australia, but we know our Victorian
beautiful
country, and I'm just showing Auntie some of these
places.
Used to be him. I was a tour guide.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk all these spears and shields over here. And talking about this big eel along the ground, and the water vessel over here. Yeah, so these are the Aboriginal markings of what they traditionally did. So
wow.
It's here, but it's all in metal form.
Right.
And over here on the wall, you've got the three possum skin cloaks here.
Wow.
So, and you can touch on them, and they're interactive, and they've got some Indigenous stories.
Oh wow! So which ones?
The 3 panels.
Oh, the 3 panels.
Yeah, so they're interactive as well.
Tells you a story when you touch it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and then we'd walk up to the rocks, and there's all these carvings on those rocks of the animals with Bunjil, the eagle. So.
There you go.
So it's got all those sort of stories around here.
Beautiful.
And then the big bridge going across there is the William Barrack Bridge, and it heads to the MCG. So when they did the long walk the other night, that was all through here and over the bridge and watching the footy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also have connections to the football, like with the Marngrook and the possum ball that they would use, and how
beautiful.
it originated from Indigenous people. So,
there you go.
And it's used today. It was,
Oh, well,
that sort of stuff.
You guys are.
You've done well.
Yeah, you guys
did
are.
my tour. I missed my
you
tour. I just living in Ballarat. It's like an hour and a half. I couldn't do these tours every.
An hour and a half, and then you have to.
Yeah. So I did that for about 10, 12 years. I loved it, but getting to work is a problem.
Yeah. So
I don't want to live in the city.
No, the city's.
At least we got a bit of country out in Ballarat. You've got a lot of country out in Echuca, and
I'm down near Bacchus Marsh area, so it's nice. It's
Bacchus
nice.
Marsh is good.
Yeah, I got my horse
Melton's
there.
A bit, don't know.
Well, it's not as bad as closer. closer to the city, it
but
gets
having
worse.
a nice country feel.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
But
it.
you got to go that bit further and get a bit colder to go to Ballarat.
Yeah,
you know,
it does
so
get
brave.
cold. It does get cold.
Yeah, but Aunt lives up here in Echuca where it's nice
yeah.
and sunny most of the time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, near the Yarra River.
The Murray.
The Murray River, sorry. The Murray River.
I think they've got 3 rivers, eh?
Yeah, Murray and the Goulburn, which goes through Shepparton,
Yeah.
and the Campaspe, which goes through another little town, Rochester, and
Yeah, so
they got flooded not long ago.
Oh, wow.
Rochie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been floods from the Murray River coming up,
Ah.
and they were sandbagging. When was that? Last year? Or
The year before.
Okay, wow.
yeah.
What do you think of the city?
She it's fast for her.
It is
I'm
fast.
going at her pace at the
Yeah,
moment.
that's
today.
okay. Yeah,
'cause
that's
we're
good.
just moving around at a slow pace.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Staying
good.
up here a couple of days, having a rest, and
Yeah.
go and see our uncle, Auntie Ruby's brother, who's not well at the moment. So,
Oh no. Yeah.
yeah, just took her
So
into
catching the train out there.
She's not a fan of the trams, but the trains she'll do.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so you took a train down? Did you?
Yeah, we
From-
just come from. We're staying over near Southern Cross.
Ah,
So we've got the train
ah,
over
okay,
there,
the
it's
tram,
only one
yeah.
stop.
Yeah, not bad.
No trams, too fast.
Too fast?
Drag people along, don't
Yeah,
they?
that's what I said. Jump off real quick.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, you end up at the next stop.
Yeah, we don't move fast, do we?
No.
I think like in your culture, you're appreciating everything,
Yeah,
everything you walk past.
that's right.
So
Look at the
lovely.
small things. And even to see a bit of culture in the city is really good.
Yeah.
And we just went to the National Gallery at the NGV up here in Potter, and that had all this Indigenous stuff. With
Yeah.
small-
Oh, the museum I actually went in there.
Oh, this
The-
was the National Gallery.
Ah,
of
okay, yeah.
The Ian Potter just in Fed Square.
Yeah.
And we've been to the Koori Heritage Trust as well,
Ah, yeah.
where I used to work. But the Melbourne Museum's got their own section, which is Bunjalaka. So, yeah.
It's good. We're
Amazing.
we're trying to. I feel like Australia's trying to. Well, a certain part of Australia is trying to do, trying to fix the wrong, but it is pretty hard to.
Very hard. And,
Yeah.
and then it's all about education.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
That's because people aren't educated.
That's
Right.
it. And they don't teach it as
No.
much in schools, and they'll just have like NAIDOC week maybe, and
Yeah.
then that's 1 week they learn Aboriginal culture. So
Yeah.
that's why I love being a tour guide. You talk to people for an hour, and then they'd be on their way thinking about the country
Yeah,
they're
what
walking on.
They're walking on the land that they're connecting with,
Yep.
and the people who. You guys were the oldest. They say
culture
living
in the
culture.
world. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oldest bakers as well, and yeah.
there's got to be
things.
a lot of connection and a lot of secrets there.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
good working in Indigenous businesses because people understand where you're coming from, and you can talk about that sort of stuff with each other.
That's
But getting
beautiful.
into mainstream, it's a bit tricky. Like no one understands you as
Ah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Indigenous person in there sometimes.
Yeah, the city mainstream.
Mainstream.
Lime.
Try not to
Lime,
get mainstream
just
jobs.
Stuck in the
I'm always jumping out the box.
yeah. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel
No.
right. There's
So
definitely
now I
something
just
wrong.
work casually.
Yeah,
So I get a lot
yeah.
of my own thinking time, and then I'll go to work a couple of days.
That's how it should be, you know.
Yeah, and working in an
Yeah.
art shop, I really like.
Oh, there, beautiful.
Yeah, all Indigenous art. in
There you go.
Ballarat,
So you're working where you love
So,
anyway.
yeah,
so
I can still talk a little bit of culture there, and
Still got your
Beautiful.
passion
yeah, still passion with the arts as well. So,
beautiful.
yeah.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
lovely to meet you.
Meet you.
I'll give you my card. So if you ever want to see that,
Up on the line.
yeah,
See how famous did we go?
yeah. It'll be in 2 videos, so you'll have one separate where it's just you guys, and then you guys talking about your culture and what we just spoke about, and then one longer one where you see me talking to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
yeah, actually saw you up there.
Oh, yeah.
Shaking hands with someone else.
Yeah.
There. I'm like, oh, I wonder what he's about.
He was from Nepal. Actually,
Yeah.
and he's like
People
new
from-
here, and he's like, oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what to think.
yeah. There's some people like that. I met some people that were only 4 hours in
Yeah,
Australia,
only been here.
and they're like, I don't know, I've only been here.
Just
That's
got
it.
jet lag too.
Oh, that's good. Where are you from? Do you live here?
I'm down near Bacchus Marsh.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I was born here, so I love Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I went to Philippines, where my parents are from, and
Oh, okay.
I got culture shock there.
Yeah.
Because we're so loose here. We're so
rules there.
yeah, and people like everyone's Filipino,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
weird. Like here, there's so many different people.
Oh, yeah.
We're all thinking differently.
pot.
It's like it's all good. Whatever you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
We're in Philippines is like.
Yeah, but then you'll see so many kids, like at the schools I would teach, so multicultural in the classes.
Yeah.
But in Ballarat, not very multicultural.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we're getting a
Ah.
few more cultures coming
Hopefully,
out to
yeah.
the country, and
There you go.
especially since COVID happened, they started moving out of the city. A lot of people did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People started moving away from.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people woke up.
Yeah, a lot
People-
woke up. I woke up.
Yeah, people were like, "What are we doing?"
We were in a daze or something.
yeah, like the whole world was in a daze.
Waiting for these people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't like that.
and no one really spoke about politics or anything. It was
Yeah.
just like, sort of like, yeah, okay,
Whatever they want to
yeah.
do.
But now it's like, wait a second,
Yeah, question everything.
question everything. What's going on? Yeah. So,
No, that's good. All
a good
right, we'll
awakening.
look you
Cool.
up. Thank you so much. So, what's your name?
Jessie Ray,
Jessie Ray.
Jessie Ray,
Oh,
and
wow,
yours
that's-
was
Donna.
Donna?
And Ruby.
Donna and Ruby. Awesome, nice to meet you guys.
Come and see us in Ballarat. I work at Peridak Arts.
Peridak Arts. There you go.
Yeah, it's a little art shop, and we've got 60-something artists painting
Bacchus
and
Marsh not far
stuff.
from there, is it?
Yeah, you're only I don't know, 40 minutes. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Less
not
than
too
an
far.
hour.
Ride your horse.
Maybe someone. I would love to. I would love
horse
to.
ride.
If they allowed me,
Yeah.
I would love to ride. It'll be a long ride, a couple of
Yeah,
days.
It's a long ride.
The long, going to Ballarat.
Yeah. Well, the kangaroos wouldn't let us ride them, would they? Back in the day, or the emus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, they won't let us.
Oh, okay. I thought I actually.
They actually walked around everywhere. You know?
Ah.
Not how they fight, the kangaroos. Stand
Yeah.
up to each other
Yeah,
fighting.
pushing each other through
I've
fences
seen
and
it,
stuff.
yeah. They box people too.
Yeah, you just stay away from them, especially when they're up on the leaves.
Yeah.